Hello, welcome to Daily Smithsonian News. This is a new channel where we talk about when Smithsonian will happen. Today we've got another special guest with a booth with a name so hard to pronounce, I'm not even going to try. Welcome, Jisk.
Hello.
Yes.
sorry for the hard name. I know it's pretty hard to say.
Yeah, I'm glad that you've showed up. Would you just like to introduce yourself to the audience and your project?
Yeah. Hello everyone. Everyone. Everyone calls me Jisk. If you have trouble pronouncing that, I'm very sorry. But um, I'm I'm a bit new to the community, but not to data packs. I've been working with data packs for a very time, but just recently I've started to like talk with people. So I'm very glad that everyone is quite as welcoming as the Smithed community is to me and to all the new people that I've seen come around. Well, my projects are pretty strange. I like to think, mm, but I do quite enjoy making weird stuff, and the reception to them has strangely been pretty good, and that makes me very happy. So thank you everyone for letting me be here, and especially Luciable.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, of course we've let you know. You have a bunch of really cool projects that you are showing off to the audience at Summit. And yeah, and you've actually showed it in quite a unique way in your booth where it's very interactive. Would you like to tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
what players would find inside of your booth?
My my booth will probably be one of the weirdest ones you see around Summit, but that's very much intended. I like it that way. Um, and well, if you have tried any of my data packs that I don't expect you to because they are not that popular, but um, it is quite interesting to go around the booth and watch my strange concoctions and creations. The mini game you get to play is just a little shooting range with chickens and, and shotguns. It is very fun. The people that have played it already said that it's very charming and interesting to just watch chickens falling down. Some people have described it like a duck hunt. I believe it was called that game. It is very similar. I didn't see the how similar it was until someone pointed it out. But if you like just basically having fun in your Minecraft worlds, like someone also pointed to me that my projects feel very much like just adding toys to your game, and I think I like that concept. It just adds funny things to your game and for you to play around with, and it's still survival friendly and all of that stuff. I do quite enjoy that part because I do believe Minecraft lacks in just more toy stuff. Like the Sulfur Cube, I very much enjoyed it for that. So that's what I try to make with my projects.
Hmm. Well, that's very good to hear. I know that there's about three and I guess a fourth secret project that you've actually mentioned inside of your booth.
Yeah, it's very much secret, and very few people know about it, but it will come somehow, someday before the sun explodes, I believe.
Nice. Yeah, we'll make sure to put any links that you provide in the description. So if you want to check out more Jisk stuff and maybe want to see what you might find on Summit, make sure to check that out below. But yeah, so we talked a little bit about your projects, a little bit about you, your booth. But I want to talk a little bit about Summit with you. So as I've seen, you've picked quite a nice area as one of my favourite biomes, this sort of stained shore, beautiful, almost maroon beach. That you have a couple neighbours, but they're a little bit further away. However, is there any booth that could be anywhere in Summit that has caught your eye? Something that's like really interesting and cool.
Mm, well, I I have a little secret collaboration with the Crop and Kettle booth. It's a very pretty booth. The build is just amazing. I would have loved to have something as big as them, but I think the build in my booth is quite fitting for what the contents are. But yeah, Crop and Kettle, I think it's probably going to be my favorite booth. I haven't seen every booth that we have at Summit because, quite frankly, we have a lot.
Yeah.
But Crop and Kettle, and maybe I am quite interested to see what Knit Cooler Shoes has in their booth because uh, basically I haven't looked around that booth as much because I feel like it's just going to be interesting, like a pixel editor made into a booth. I've intentionally avoided looking a lot at them because I want to get surprised. I like surprises, so I am very much expecting a lot of surprises during Summit. That's why I haven't looked around at every booth because I know there are going to be amazing ones, and I want to have as close as I can to the normal player experience.
Yeah, I mean that's completely valid. I mean, plenty of other booth vendors that I've interviewed have said the same, where they've sort of kept a blind eye with a lot of it because they want to experience it for the first time, which is really cool. But with a couple of ones that you mentioned, such as like with Crop and Kettle and with Need Cool Shoes, they're both in the plateaus. So I thought to ask you, is there an area in the world which you think is your favorite or really is at least interesting to you?
Mm, well, I do very much enjoy the theming of the area we are right now. I think it
Welded
was the
Woodlands?
woodlands. Yes,
Yeah.
like it obviously fits a lot with my booth. You know, it's all made of copper and such, and this area is a bit industrial, I would call it. But the colors just fit more nicely. Like my booth colors fit more nicely with the stained shores. So I picked that. But I do like the theming of this area quite a lot. It would have been my favorite if if my booth wasn't all the way over there.
Oh, nice. Well, it's a very cool to hear that you clearly enjoy a lot of different areas in Summit, some in Plateaus, some in the world of Woodlands, and some in the textured tropics where you take place. Um,
Yeah.
so you mentioned that you've looked at a couple of these art booths and people and whatnot, and I imagine that you might have interacted with some of the booth vendors, maybe sent a couple messages.
Mhm.
How has the experience been talking with all these different vendors and even the summit staff themselves?
It's been just amazing. Like I said at the start, I'm very new to this community and like talking to people in the Minecraft space, and it's just so nice that everyone is so welcoming, and everyone is more interested in my stuff that I first thought because I I truly it took a lot of courage to like publish the data pack at first. And now that I know more people and know that I'm not going to get killed or something just for being myself, it's very nice to know that, you know?
Yeah, well, I'm very glad to that it made you feel quite warm and welcome. And something that you mentioned both here and a little bit earlier is that you mentioned that you're new to data packing and everything. And I would like to talk maybe a bit more about the history of you with this. So, why in particular did you start data packing? Why did you start making so many projects like Spindle?
Mm, well, it is very interesting because I I think I started making stuff in Minecraft like in 1.8, I think, but everything I made was just I played it. A couple friends played it. My dad played it. It was nothing for the public, but I did quite enjoy doing it. But I, like I said, I never got the courage to get someone else in the wider space to play it. But I think Spindle played a very important role in that, because around the time that I published Spindle, it was when the Copper Age drop. Yes, that was the name. That was about to come out, and before that, I saw people making like a lot of concepts, like their ideas for what copper could be used for. And like, I'm not going to mention any concept in particular because uh, I didn't like a lot of them. I found them all like not very Minecrafty. They were just like all over the place, and I just said, you know what? It seems like copper can be anything. So I made it into my bit like copper is just anything now. Copper is a horse. Copper can be a shotgun. Copper can be an animal. Copper can be really anything that you put your mind to it. And I think it's beautiful to think that I just took that and ran away with it, and I managed to publish that because I just thought, well, this is funny. I think someone else could find this funny. So that's why I published Spindle at first, and that's why I keep going with Spindle, because I just find it very in Minecraft. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's very Minecrafty in the way that I took copper and made it into literally anything. Just like Minecraft is the anything game.
Well, yeah, that's actually a very unique. I wasn't really expecting that. But you mentioned a couple of times that you've just like keep on like adding to it, keep on working on it. And I know with some of the text that you put in your booth, you mentioned this sort of secret pack that you're working on, and like another pack which exists but isn't necessarily quite recent. So I want to ask you, what do you think the future for you is with data packs, with some of your projects? And is there anything that you would like to tell us about that you might be adding to one of these packs soon?
Well, for Spindle, for example, there is at least 2 updates planned ahead. For the other pack that I think I mentioned in the booth, but there is nothing showcasing it. It's called Petrichor. It was a small data pack I made for a jam. It just adds some stuff to the sniffer, and one of the items, it was called the Rejuvenating Balm, and that item, you gave it to a mob and it turned into a baby forever. But the next update, Mojang added the golden dandelion and just basically forcibly placed that data pack to sleep. But I do have one idea to bring it back. So I that would probably be next after some Spindle update, at least one, because I have a really great idea that I need to make as quickly as possible. I'm going to make it. It will probably be after Summit that I will release it. It's going. I think it's a very fun idea. I expect a lot of people to really like it.
Yeah, well, that's really cool. And for the people watching at home, is there any place that they could see where you're posting these updates, or see when the pack will be released?
Well, right now I just post the things on Modrinth and make a little trailer when I make the update.
Okay.
I do have like thinking about if I should make something else like a Discord or something for people to tell me if they find bugs or something, but that's kind of a lot for me. Or maybe if I get more people interested in them, maybe. But right now, I have no need for like a Discord or anything. I don't have a big operation here.
Okay. Well, yeah, thanks for telling us. And I think we talked over a lot of different stuff. And I think we got a lot of detail on a little bit about your ideas, the future, about you, about Summit. And yeah, so I just want to ask, is there anything that you would like to say to the audience as a sort of rounding up segment?
Mhm. I just hope everyone is as excited for Summit as me, because the last Summit, it was in 2024, I believe.
Yeah.
I saw, well, like I saw the videos from everybody, but I never joined the server because I was just too afraid of seeing other people. I maybe it sounds funny now that I say it, because I was just too afraid to talk to other people in the community. But like, just going from not even wanting to join the server because I was too afraid to now being a booth vendor is just like amazing for me. I hope, but I hope it serves as inspiration for someone else to come into the community and talk to people and make their data packs and make themselves known, because I think everyone deserves a chance. I took my chance with Spindle, and now I'm here, so it's pretty, it's so awesome. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, well, that is definitely very cool to hear. Can't wait to see more with what you make past Summit. And yeah, thanks for coming on for this interview.
Thank you very much for having me, Lush.
Oh, no problem. So, yeah, but this is all for today. There has been news on Smith Summit, and I'll speak with you all tomorrow.